So I have a lot of makeup, like a lot of makeup. And it made me wonder what would happen if I mixed everything I owned together and applied it onto my face. Would it be like the ultimate combination? I am going to do a full face of makeup that I own mixed together. I'm going to mix them by category and put them on my face and see what happens. So without further ado, let's just get into this massive science experiment. So starting off with primers, in this category I have a total of 7 products, and my main concern with this one is that some of them are silicone based and some of them are water-based. So I'm going in, and at first I'm going to put my silicone-based one on. So I'm just going to start adding little bits of these onto my little palette that I've got here. I'm just going to make my way through, and I'm trying to add the same sort of amount for each, so it's going to be a very fair sort of even amount. So there's a lot of each product there. I think I don't need as much as I've put on. So I'm just going to start mixing this all together. It's looking a little bit chunky, I will admit. I don't know where the chunks have come from though, because they're all liquid. Okay, it's smoothing out. I'm just going to scoop this off my palette, and I'm going to just start applying this to my face. Oh god, it stinks. It smells like bananas, then milkshake, then chocolate, but it does feel nice. I can definitely feel the silicone in it. It's as if you've mixed a silicone primer with some cream. I cannot feel power grip anywhere in that. There's no power grip. I can feel the silicone, but I can also feel cream. That is primer done. This is where it's going to get interesting now, because we are doing foundation. So for foundations, I have a total of 12 foundations. And the issue with this is that I've got like my summer shades, my winter shades. I've got different shades. Most of them are liquid. I have got a couple of mousse foundations. I have also got a stick foundation in there and a serum. Some are glowy, some are matte. It's all going to be a bit all over the place, but we will see how it goes. I'm going to start with the awkward ones. So I'm going to start with things like the stick foundation, because I'm literally just going to circle this on to the palette, and then I'm going to go in with the mousse. Not my shade. It sounds so weird, but when I look at mousse foundations, they look so like edible. Do you know what I mean? I just want to eat them, but I'm not going to, obviously, because I don't want to die. Now we're going to move on to the easy bits. So this is like a very, very glowy tinted moisturiser. There's not a lot of colour to it. In fact, no, that's quite dark actually. This isn't going well. Right, let's get some porcelain in here. Bit of porcelain. This one is ultralight. We're nearly there. We have 12 to get through. And then finally, my Illamasqua. This is very, very glowy. This is how my palette is looking before mixing. You can see the range of colours on there. And now I'm just going to give it a nice little mixeroo. That's how it's looking. It's not too dark. Well, it is too dark, but it's not too dark. I'm just going to go in, and it is very full coverage actually. I'm sorry, but this is like the nicest finish. My skin has gone so smooth. So far, I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm going to blend this in and come back and see how it looks once blended. So that's how it's looking. Slightly too dark for me, but this is the nicest finish of foundation I've ever put on my skin, and it's like got that really nice sort of glow, but not too shiny. Really good coverage, medium to full coverage, buildable, and it's literally all low-end foundations mixed together. So moving on, now we are on to concealers, and in this category I have got 5 concealers. Again, I have got 2 higher end concealers here and 3 are more like drugstore. So we're going to start off by mixing up the stick one, because it's always easier to put that on the palette first. I'm then going to go in with my L'Oreal. My It Cosmetics is like such a thick boy. Like that stuff does not come out without squeezing it hard. So I'm interested to see how that's going to mix with all the other ones. So again, we are just going to blend this all together. It is still lighter than my foundation, so I think it's going to help. It does look like paint. I think it's going to be full coverage. I'm going in with my Audi brush, and I'm going to start by going under the eyes with this. It is lighter than the foundation, which is good. And I would say it's probably about a medium to full coverage, but slightly more glowy than I thought it would be. I'm also just going to pop this over the eye, because I normally use that L'Oreal concealer as my eye primer anyway. Okay, and that is my concealer all done. So it's given like that nice medium to basically sort of full coverage. It is a little bit more glowy than expected, but it's given a really nice finish. It's a really nice finish again, so I'm very happy with that. Now we're going to set that in place with powder. So for powder, I have just got 3 powders, 2 of them being loose, which is a lot easier, and 1 being pressed. So I'm going to start off by scraping a little bit of the Rimmel one. This is quite a yellow base one, and it's going to be interesting because the Morphe one is very pink. So see what colour it comes up with. Okay, so it's actually gone to quite a nice colour. You can see a lot of pink in it. I think it's definitely more pink. So now what I'm going to do is take my little powder puff and start putting this under my eyes and on the rest of my face. Okay, so the powder is on, and honestly, it is like one of the best bases I've had in a long time. I would say if it's a tad lighter, it would be better. But the finish of the base is amazing. So this is going really, really well so far. Touch wood, it doesn't go wrong. So we're going to move on to the cheeks. So I have got 7 blushes in total. I think one of them is like a duo, so it is technically 8 blushes. So interestingly, the Fenty powders are a really thick formula. Like, they're not dusting away. They're almost like a mix of a cream and a powder. Whereas the Avon one is definitely more powdery. See, this one has got a big mix of shades in it, so I'm just going to scrape all down the centre so I get every shade. So this is how it is looking. It's very mixed in colours. There's quite a few brights, but then there's quite a few browny, warm neutral tones, and it's quite chunky. I think that's from the Fenty, honestly. So given that bit of a mix, I'm literally just going to dip my brush in and we'll see what happens. So it's not overly pigmented. Oh god, I take that back. Okay, we're gonna really get this blending going because I've overdone that way too much. It's blending out really nicely, so that's the main thing. A bit more. I do like quite a strong blush anyway, so this will be fine. This will be absolutely fine. I'm just gonna take that foundation brush and blend. That is my blusher. I am obsessed. I love that. Okay, so now for bronzer, I'm gonna do something a little bit more adventurous. So I have only got 2 powder bronzers, so I thought why not hybrid it even more and go in with my cream bronzers. Then I've only got 4 bronzers in total, and see how this works out. Always starting with my sticks, and I absolutely adore this colour. Then I've got a NYX one which I've actually never used. It's a little bit like baby poo colour. And now I'm gonna scrape a little bit of my butter bronzer, and then I'm gonna mix a little bit of my Hoola. Got bad feelings about this one. Okay, so this is looking like a clumpy mess. It's sticking to my little glue stick mixer. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna shape out my face. I don't think anything's really coming off. You know what? I'm gonna push in really hard with my brush. Something's happening because it looks like I've been punched. I think this might be the downfall of the makeup we've done so far. So I'm just going to keep blending. I think the problem I had there was mixing the cream with the powder and expecting a good outcome. But that was slight adventurous on my half. I'm going to do brows. So here I again have 4 products. So I'm going to start with the colourful one. Then I've got my e.l.f. one, which is a white colour. Scrape it out like that. We're going to mix it all together, and this is just looking like a tinted brow gel. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to brush this through my brows. Oh my god, that's my brows done, and they're really stuck in place and they're feeling really nice. Oh my god, they're stuck down so well. Next up we have got eyeshadow, and for eyeshadow I'm going to go in with all my cream shadows. So I have 15 cream shadows to mix. Some of them are bright blue, some of them are sparkly, some of them are brown neutrals, everything here that probably shouldn't be mixed. I'm going to mix and put on my eyes. So you know the drill, I'm going to start with my pencils. So I'm just going to go in and I'm adding the same amount to all of them. Now going in with the easy ones, I've got my liquids. So this is going to make everything a lot easier to put on the palette. So I've done a close-up of how this palette is looking. It looks like someone's just done a masterpiece art painting and this is the leftover palette. I think the best method for me right now is that I'm going to close my eyes, mix my finger in and just swipe at my eye and have a surprise of what is going to happen. So I'm not even looking, I'm just trying to mix and see what happens. It feels quite mixed now, so what I'm literally just going to do, I can feel product on my eye. So it's gone brown. That's nice. I've applied it really badly, so maybe I shouldn't have done that method. Actually a really nice colour. Oh my god, I'm ruining my look. No. We are gonna make this work. Okay, I'm just gonna blend. Okay, so I spent the last 20 minutes blending and this is what we've come to. I've got a whole load of glitter just on the side of my face. Oh my god. I don't know where all this glitter's coming from, but it won't go away. Okay, so this is the best I can get the shadow. Honestly, it looks kind of rubbish. It's not my vibe, so oh well, it is what it is. We're gonna start moving on to eyeliner now. So with my eyeliners, I'm using all my liquid liners again. I have got 8 liquids. So I've got 2 glitters, 2 blacks, 2 greys, a brown and a white. So I'm going to start by trying to get as much ink out of the pen. Adding another black one from NYX. My main worry is that these are going to start drying up before I've even mixed them. And then I'm adding my glittery Too Faced. So I'm going to mix these up now on an angled brush and see what colour I get. It's looking really, really, I don't know, like grey, like pure grey. So we've got a grey to go over brown, so the eyes are going to look beautiful. So I'm just going to start popping this on. God, this eyeshadow is horrendous. It's like really patchy. So that's the best I'm getting the eyes. The eyes are awful. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The eyes look dreadful. The eyeshadow is horrible. And I mean, the eyeliner colour is okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some mascara on, come back, and hopefully it saved some of it. Put some mascara on and it's okay. It's not terrible. Like, it's not... I don't know, I hate it, honestly, I do hate it. I'm really sorry, but I hate that. Anyway, eyes aren't great, but we'll move on to lips and fingers crossed for the best, because we've got 22 lipsticks now. Some of them are orange, some of them are pink, some of them are nude, some of them are like neon, some of them are sparkly. We don't know what we're gonna have here, so let's just mix them together and see what disaster we cause for the lips. I'm not gonna put actually as much lipstick on the palette because we've got so many colours here, so there's no need. I would say quite a lot of them are pink so far. So anyway, I'm just going to fast forward through this and then I'll show you what colour we've got before I mix it up and then what colour we have at the end with it mixed. So lipsticks are all on, all 22. This is what we've got. So it's nothing horrendous, but there are a few brights on there. I'm just going to literally mix all together with my finger. I feel like this is like the best way. So this is looking beautiful. This is how it's looking. I think that's quite well mixed. So going in with my lip brush, a little bit of a glow to it, but nothing majorly glowy. I feel like if this was a lipstick colour, I would have picked it up in the shop. Okay, so this is the lipstick colour. Absolutely stunning. If this was real, I would buy it. What I think we're going to do just to finish it off is we're going to do a gloss on top. So I'm going to mix all of my glosses together. So I'm just mixing now. So we have a total of 14 glosses. We have some that are sparkly and some that are just glossy. So I'm just popping these all on the back of that palette. I'm just adding around the same amount again of each and then I'm going to mix them all together. So here are my glosses. Again, I'm going to do my classic finger mix. Oh god, this is sticky. Ooh, this is pretty. What I'm actually going to do is just pop this on my lips with my finger, I think. I did put a plumping gloss in there as well, which I can feel. Oh my god, beautiful. That has gone on very, very nicely. Okay, so this is how my face, my lips, my eyes, my everything are looking. I have to say my top out of everything has got to be my lips. I feel like because the colour looks nice, the gloss is literally so glossy, so amazing. The foundation and concealer also formed really, really well. Slightly too dark, which is why it's not at lip level. The eyes, literally, ew, bye, they can go. I literally did not like the eyes. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. It was a bit of a different one, just trying out different challenges, but I love watching these videos on YouTube, so let me know if you liked the video. Thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe, please do. If you want to like, please do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!